know, I ought to pop you two just on general principles.
So how long you been interested in motorcycles?
He fell down and broke his neck. I'm Dr. Quentin Farnsworth.
Oh, no, please. It doesn't have to be like that.
I am Detective Lieutenant Elliot Germain.
There's no point in having a fantasy if everybody ignores it.
I am Benal Hafasad.
My name is Lionel Whitney. I'm the president of Lionel Whitney Investigations. That man is a murderer. I don't like it, E.L.
Oh, you like getting stiff.
And no, that's not the point.
Vickers should have paid us when we did the job. That's the point you got to keep in mind, Lionel. We did the job. It's not like he can't pay. That's one of the biggest retail stores in town. Look, all I'm after is what we earned, and I'm going to get it, one way or the other.
Nice. Nice. On a busy day, too.
I still don't like it. I really don't, E.L. I think I should go in with you. After all, they owe the Lionel Whitney Agency for services rendered, and I'm Lionel.
How many times have you been down here trying to collect from these deadbeats?
The number of appointments doesn't alter the basic concept of the situation.
Do you want your money or not?
Well, yes, I do want it. We need the money. We did the security investigation.
Oh, would you
They
let me
owe
go
it
in
to
there
us.
and collect?
Are you going to scam it, lie for it?
Scam
What does they
for
say
it?
again?
Lie
Vickers
for it?
knows you. He won't go for a scam.
All I'm gonna do is go into that place and collect what is due to us, all right? All I want from you is one thing.
What?
Your tie.
My tie?
Yeah, your
my
tie.
tie. I mean, you have a tie.
I'm gonna turn your tie into accounts receivable.
No, see, what we have is an accounts receivable. What we want is remittance on that receivable. It's basic accounting.
Yeah,
is
whatever.
What,
What I'm gonna do is
what?
turn this tie into our accounts payable. Now, why don't you do me a favor? Curl up here with Savage and leave the driving to us, my friend.
Just don't slam the door like that, please.
Man, not sure if that movie company doesn't block that alley none.
You mean there's a movie company?
Yeah, there's a movie company out there unloading all their equipment, getting all their stars. What do you want? What do you mean? Wait, I'll be right back. Wait a minute, though. I want to talk.
No, gentlemen, please, please. May I help you, sir? My name is Stanley Vickers, and you are...
Allow for introducing of self. I am Benal Hafasad, chief dresser of Sheikh Abdul Dasin of Sheikh-Dan Debut.
Oh, yes, of course. Now, how may we help you, please?
His Royal Highness say unto me, go find self royal clothes of Western.
Oh, yes, the Sheik wants to wear Western dress, yes.
Sheik say he pay in dollar. But he say unto me, Benal, 'tis imperative I see first and pay anon.
Oh, no problem. You just take the clothes on account. We'll square it all away later, yes? Do you have the Sheik's sizes?
'Tis fortunate for Sheik, self and of same size.
Oh, very good. It's all going to be very easy. You see, all of these clothes over here start at $1,000 and go up.
So cheap?
And on the local scene, the district attorney's office has declined to comment into the financial activities of the outlaw motorcycle club, the Hellhounds. Informed sources state the Hellhounds are funneling illegal funds into legitimate business enterprises.
This belongs in your tailor shop downstairs. Sure to get it, will you?
Hey, Turner, how'd you get in here? Stop that man.
Call the account square. So long, sucker.
Colonel Victor's back there loading up his musket, so you better step on it.
You're having a great time.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
all I
Getaway
did,
car.
all I did was went in there, man, and hit the man where it hurt. Got me a little interest on the deal.
You stole the clothes?
Watch your mouth. You never know me to steal anything, man. All I did, man, was take back what he owed us in trade.
I don't suppose you got anything
Businessman.
for me.
Oh,
Oh, what? Could I at least have my tie back?
Yeah.
It's shredded.
oh, it is, isn't it?
What are you doing? I'm
But
driving.
look at it this way. Look at it this way. You can always use this, man, for a bookmarker, or you can use it to hang a plant, or you can use it to hold back the shutters in our office or something. Or you can use it as a dusting rag.
Look, a maniac, a maniac. Don't throw this.
For the Lionel Whitney Agency.
Lionel
These
Whitney
people owe
Agency
us some
goes
money.
to my
I,
business.
for your benefit. What do you think I do these things anyway?
Lionel! Baby! Marty? Marty.
Hey, I hope you don't mind my making myself at home, old buddy. I mean, it was
No.
open, so...
It was? This is E.L. Turner, my associate. Marty!
Oh, Mr. Huckabee.
No, Huckerman,
Yeah.
Marty Huckerman.
Right. King of the road.
That's Father Herman
Well,
Huckerman.
former king. Dad went broke when the bottom fell out of the RV market.
Former?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, me too.
Me too, me too. Always a sense of humor. That's a genuine gift, Marty, a real gift. I can tell you for a fact that having you to work with the brokerage house, well, a lot of times it's the only thing that kept me going. You were always ready with a good joke. Remember what you put in the water cooler?
Yes. Two Siamese fighting fish.
And that's not the best of it, the fighting fish. That's not the best of it. We went to a cocktail party once for one of the firm's biggest accounts, and Marty had these rubber peanuts.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
What's the matter? You here for professional reasons?
Yes, I am.
That hat's fine for the Banning Company surveillance. You can take it off now, please. Please, have a seat, Marty. There. The full resources of the Lionel Whitney Agency are at your disposal as of right now.
Okay, about 6 weeks ago, these two guys came into the brokerage house. They said their names were Hoskins and Tully. Said they wanted to invest in the weekend money market. They handed me a Gladstone bag containing $100,000 in negotiable securities.
Yeah? Yeah?
E.L. E.L. I think maybe the Kafka case could use a little brushing up. We might see if the Baker Steamship Lines account has been serviced.
Yeah, you said something about $100,000 in a suitcase.
Yes, right, yeah. Well, I took the money from them Friday night, and then I invested it over the weekend, and Monday morning I returned it to them, along with their profits.
Profits. I mean, what kind of profits are we talking about? I mean, you know, I'm thinking, well, a couple of hundred, yeah?
No, closer to 12,000, less commission.
Nice, huh? That sounded much better, right?
E.L., this case is personal insofar as Marty is my oldest and dearest friend, okay?
Yeah, I'm taking kind of a shy no, Marty here. Go on, Marty, go ahead.
Well, I made the transaction twice for them, and then the computer made a request on Hoskins and Tully for more information. Apparently their social security numbers didn't clear, or were in error, or something. I don't know.
Sounds like some hot doughs up in the air could land into the right pockets if you get my drift. Go ahead, Marty.
I'm handling this. Go ahead.
Well, that's about it. Except when I made a request for more information, they threatened me.
Threatened you?
Yeah, I mean, nothing I could get my hands on, nothing like, you know, beat you up or anything like that, just innuendo. But believe me, it was very frightening.
And what do you want us to do?
I want you to follow these two guys. I want you to find out who they really are. Oh, yes. Then there's somebody else. He's been sort of hanging around the brokerage house and following me, and he's also following Tully and Hoskins.
Wait a minute. Somebody's following you and the guys you want us to follow. How extraordinary.
Extraordinary indeed. What does he look like?
What does he look like?
Well, he's a fat man, and he kind of hops when he walks.
How fat?
Fat. Over 300 pounds, I'd say. Well over.
Stands about yo yay.
Yes.
Yeah? Scar on the face.
Yes.
Sore feet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Squints at you when he looks at you.
Yes.
Always smiling.
Yes.
You know him?
No. Thank you. Sounds like this cop that works out of Hollenbeck, though. Used to.
We'll check it out, okay?
Oh, by the way, if you told anybody this besides us.
No, just you two and Sylvia.
Sylvia, of course. How is she, by the way?
She's fine, fine. I guess. Oh, she loves that perfume you sent her.
Orange Blossom.
Yeah. She wears it all the time.
She always did. That was always her scent.
Marty, I'll see you Monday morning at the brokerage house.
Thank you, Mr.
All right.
Turner. Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. You'll say hello to Sylvia for me?
Huh? Well, I'll give her a big kiss for you, fella.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Jeanette was not tall like a model, but tall like a glass of blended scotch. Rich and smooth, and with enough kick to make you wonder if you hadn't just walked into the back end of the Hollywood bus. Okay, so maybe I'm a sucker for a pretty face. Maybe Savage is a guy who can fall into an open grate just like the rest of mankind. But I didn't count on landing in County General next to a wheezing fat man who was getting his meals brought to him in quart-sized bottles. Yeah, when I fall for a girl, I don't mess around. I did it all the way. I knew she was in danger. I knew she was crying my name. Somewhere out there was my beautiful 6-foot loser, my filly without a bridle, my long, lean dream. And I was on the 3rd floor of County General, wondering if the tubes in my arm meant I was headed for the rock garden. Sylvia. What is it? What's wrong? You've been crying. Here, sit down. Let me get you something. Coffee? No, brandy, brandy. I don't have any. Why don't I have any?
It's all right.
It's not all right. I have to give you something. You're distrait. Ginger ale. I have ginger ale.
That'll be fine, Lionel. Thank you. I've been walking up and down the street for the last hour. I didn't want to bother you. And I shouldn't.
Of course you should, Sylvia. Of course you should. Who else did you bother except me? Not that it's any bother. Oh. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
It's Marty, isn't it? Something's happened to him.
Yes, I mean, I don't know.
I just saw him this afternoon.
He told me. Lionel, you know Marty. You've been such a good friend to him. To both of us. You know how bright he is. He has that wonderful sense of humor.
We were just talking about that this afternoon.
I love him, Lionel.
I know you do.
I don't know how to fight this. I don't know how to fight this terrible change in him. Ever since his father's bankruptcy, he's been obsessed with money. He's terrified of being robbed. He's slipping away into some fantasy. Men carrying bags full of negotiable securities.
You don't think there's any truth to the story?
I know there isn't. Didn't you see the change in him today? Don't you remember what he was like when you were working together? You'd come to dinner almost every Sunday. Just the 3 of us. Sit up half the night and talk and laugh.
We'll laugh again, Sylvia.
I don't know, Lionel. I've tried to talk to him about it, but his stories just keep getting more and more outrageous. Now he thinks somebody's following him.
A fat man.
He bought a guard dog that attacks on command. I don't want to live with something like that. You remember the beautiful silver service my mother gave us when we got married?
Yes, of course. They're beautiful.
Marty buried it in the backyard. Place settings for 10. I don't know what to do.
Nothing. You, me, everybody, we do absolutely nothing. There's no point in having a fantasy if everybody ignores it. If we don't do anything to encourage Marty, he'll probably just give it up.
Do you think so?
It's worth a try.
Thank you, Lionel. You're such a good friend.
Yes. Orange Blossom. Ginger ale.
All right, give me 1 3/8.
Good morning, Mr. Huckerman.
Morning.
What's wrong?
Huh? Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
You nervous about something?
No?
Sure you are. You're sweating.
What? No, really, it's all right.
I'll bet it's what we told him the other day.
Hey, is that it? Listen, that wasn't personal. This is just business with us, okay?
Sure, I'll get your money. Sam, I'm checking your stack, huh, Bill?
Mr. Streeter, Julian Streeter, please answer comm line 1.
David, it's not in the vault.
Look, Huckerman, tired of telling you. Whoopee cushions and practical jokes have no place on the floor of a brokerage house.
I made a transaction Friday afternoon. I deposited a Gladstone bag in the vault.
There's no bag in the vault.
I know. I looked. There was one there. It's on your Friday afternoon log. No, I placed it there myself.
Listen, Marty. Okay, I never liked your frat house humor. But if this isn't a gag, if you've got some kind of a problem...
Look, I have 2 customers waiting for that bag. It's not in the vault.
Should we get Mr. Bronson out here?
You 2 guys, you're never gonna believe this. Look, it just was crazy.
Get this one right here. Number 12 coming in. Hey, let's... Oh, it's terrific. Terrific. Hey, what's going on here? What's happening, man? Hey, I don't know you. What are you doing?
Bring him in, Joe.
No, I really don't have to go in there. You know, I'm laboring under misapprehension here. I'm not who you think I am, man. I'm not. Look, whoever your call's with, man, it's not with me. I swear it's not with me. You see, I'm Dr. Quentin Farnsworth, parapsychology department, Duke University. My first time here in Los Angeles. Can't wait to see Disneyland. Well, anyway, I'm here conducting a field study in telekinesis, ESP.
Oh, really? I'm surprised you didn't see this coming.
Huh?
Look, you gentlemen better have a very good explanation for your extraordinary behavior here.
Okay, you're E.L. Turner. We're here to repo the wardrobe.
You're from Vickers?
Well, this guy's smart as a whip, Joe. You need help with the buttons?
Okay, all right, wait a minute. Let's just get something straight, all right? Let's not get kinky here, okay? All right, I'm not this character whom you think you're looking for. I am Detective Lieutenant Elliot Germain, Bunko. Now, I know there's some superficial resemblance between he and I. I mean, if you look closer, you're not looking, man. I'm 2 inches taller, about 10 pounds heavier, and obviously more handsome. Now, what goes on down here with this character is strictly department business. And if you two gonzos keep interfering, I'm gonna see to it that you do county time. Now, you got that?
You got that, Joe?
I got it.
We got it. We want the pants, too.
Come on, man. The shoes and socks are mine, you know.
So's the hat. We want you to have it. Little souvenir. Now, I don't know if you noticed it, but they're doing repaving work over by Vickers. You show your face in that store again, and we're going to macadamize you, my friend. Make you a permanent resident of Beverly Hills.
Mark Savage is in real trouble this time. He had his back to the wall and looked like it was getting ready to fall on him. A fist came hurling out of the darkness and smashed into his belly like a load of wet cement. Good morning, Lionel.
Good morning. I overslept.
Oversleep? You? My.
That's my trench coat. Why are you wearing my trench coat? It looks ridiculous on you.
Doesn't it, though?
Are you angry about something?
Angry? Why should I be angry? On a beautiful Monday morning like this. Sun shining. Birds singing in the trees. Where the hell were you? Why weren't you down at that brokerage house, man? Look, Marty Huckerman is your friend, not mine here.
Listen, E.L., I tried to call you Friday night after Sylvia left, and they said that your phone was
You
disconnected.
couldn't leave a message for me somewhere?
I left messages all over town. I left messages Saturday, left messages Sunday. The minute Sylvia left, I
Wait a
tried to
minute.
leave
That's the
messages.
second time you've mentioned Sylvia. She's Huckerman's wife, isn't she? The lady you had a thing for. Is she still here?
She's not still here. She's very much married, to thank you, to one of my best friends. I happen to respect her a great, great deal. She's the kindest, the sweetest, the most fragile person.
Well, I hope she's not too fragile, because we got some bad news for her, buddy.
Don't worry about it. If Marty behaves strangely this morning, it's just this kind of paranoid delusion he's suffering from. And that's why we decided to cancel his valence. He doesn't need detectives, he needs a psychiatrist, and I'm playing a whole plan to deal with it.
Wait, I hope you work on a plan to work on the 2 delusions that picked him up by the armpits and drug him out of his office this morning.
What? Kidnapped? Oh, this is terrible, it's terrible. Poor Sylvia, she's going to take this very hard with her sense of loyalty or devotion or tremendous sensitivity. I've never known anybody who'd come that close to Sylvia on sensitivity. Why would anybody want to kidnap Marty?
Look, they got Marty, but they left the Gladstone bag, okay?
That's it. Something must have happened to that bag of securities, and they took Marty instead.
Oh, you're so brilliant.
Wait a minute. We have to warn Sylvia they might be coming for her next. I'll get dressed. It'll only take me a minute. We'll get right over there.
Look, would you hurry it up? I'd like to get home and change, you know?
Oh, I know I said that you look ridiculous, but do you really think now's the time to be thinking about your appearance?
I don't know. Look, Sylvia's your friend, not mine. Do you think she'll like it?
You'll change. You'll change. Close it. Close it. Now, remember, let me handle this. Sylvia's a very delicate woman, and I don't mean weak. She has tremendous spirit and a marvelous inner strength, but she's,
Delicate.
Delicate, that's right.
Yes, it's all that sensitivity. You see, it can be a burden on one sometimes.
Is that sarcasm?
Oh, would I make sarcasm?
Lionel.
Sylvia. This is E.L. Turner, my associate.
Hello, I'm E.L. Turner, his associate.
How do you do? What are you doing here, Lionel?
Maybe it would be better if we all went inside.
What would be better?
Lionel, it's Marty, isn't it? Is something wrong? Answer me, Lionel!
It's the main thing, Sylvia, is that we all remain calm. Look at E.L. You see how calm he is, and we all stay exactly that calm.
What is it? For God's sakes, Lionel!
Your husband has been kidnapped, Miss Huckerman.
That was brutal, absolutely brutal.
The lady wanted to know the truth.
I warned you.
I saw the two men who kidnapped your husband. I can give the police a description. That's something, at least.
And the fat man, Sylvia, EL knows who he is. We believe that somehow all this has to do with the bag containing the negotiable securities.
Then it was all true? The securities? The men threatening Marty?
Brandy, I'll get you some brandy. Do you have any brandy?
Don't get me anything, Lionel, please.
Miss Huckerman, may I make a suggestion here? I think we should get this to the cops. It's getting out of hand.
I think you might be right, Sylvia. I'm afraid this thing got away from us a little.
Then call them. Please, there's the phone right there. If only I'd believed him. I was so convinced that it was some sort of diseased imagination, a fantasy.
Imagination.
Marty, Smarty, I knew everything was going to be all right.
Trouble's over.
Marty! Marty? Marty!
Oh, my. It's bleeding.
Marty?
Marty.
Lionel,
He's bleeding.
he's dead.
Tenspeed and Brown Shoe will continue in a moment.
Okay, George. I'll finish up here with Mr. Whitman. Make sure the lab boys don't leave too much of a mess. I don't need any more personnel complaints.
My name is Whitney, sir. It's Lionel Whitney. I'm a private detective.
I'm Lieutenant Blitz, Mr. Whitney. And I'm a detective, too.
How's Mrs. Huckerman?
She had a bad case of the whim-whams. They had to give her a pill.
Headache? Probably tension.
Sinus. You mind answering a couple questions, Mr. Whitney?
Not at all, Lieutenant. I always cooperate with the authorities. What do you want to know?
I want to know how come I got a private peeper mixed up in a homicide.
I've already explained that to your associate. I was an extremely close personal friend of the victim.
How about his wife? You a close friend of hers, too?
Of course.
How close is close?
Lieutenant, I realize that you have to suspect everybody, but if you're implying that Mrs. Huckerman and I were somehow romantically involved, that we were...
It's a very nice little package, Mr. Whitney. Might be kind of fun to unwrap, huh?
With all due respect, sir, that's a disgusting thing to say. Mrs. Huckerman's husband just died. Poor Marty. I'm glad he couldn't hear that. What a rotten way to go.
They're all rotten, Mr. Whitney. Tell me some more about the wife.
I think not, Lieutenant. What I have to say about Mrs. Huckerman couldn't possibly be of any interest to you unless you'd like to know more about her decency, about the many fine qualities that make up the fabric of her personality.
I don't want to shock you, Mr. Whitney, but I got 17 years with the department. Well, motive plus opportunity equals spouse. I teach a course on it Thursday afternoons at the academy.
I understand that you have to suspect everybody, but you're way out of left field.
How did you get the bloodstains on your clothes?
Here? Oh, that must have happened when I found the body.
Tell me about it, Mr. Whitney.
Well, I met Marty Huckerman when I first came to Gray Johnson and Smith in I think it was 73. He was well, he had a sense of humor. That's what I remember about him most. Our desks were right next to each other, and...
How come there ain't no TV stations here? Those people here from the TV stations always got people from TV stations. No, Tanginetti said that Huckabee fell down and broke his neck. Is that what happened?
Sid, get out of the flower bed, will ya? Blitz doesn't want any more 181s this month.
Tanginetti and one of the neighbors lived down the block, know everybody's business. Now, Tanginetti said that Huckabee fell down and broke his neck. He fell down and broke his neck. Now, you're gonna have to show me something in your police report that's different. Otherwise, I'm gonna go along with Tanginetti. Want some coffee? I got a fresh pot of coffee on. Right now. Want some donuts? Got some donuts from that place down on Virgil.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Yeah? How you want it?
2 creams, a little sugar.
Low fat, huh?
So, when I couldn't find a pulse or any other vital signs, I immediately returned to the house and placed a call to the police. Would you like to hear it again?
No. No, I would not like to hear it again. You come by my office tomorrow afternoon. You can read your statement then and sign it. If you come up with any further evidence that has a bearing on this case, I expect you to produce it immediately.
Certainly, Lieutenant. Am I free to go now?
Yes. Go. Go.
Thank you, sir.
Go. Anybody got an aspirin?
Not from town,
Okay,
Sheriff.
it's all
There's
over,
a personal
folks. Let's
friend of
break it
mine.
up.
He
Let's
wasn't
go
out of
home.
it.
Come on, everybody home. Let's go. I thought you were going to get me a cup of coffee.
No, I forgot to ask you what kind of donuts you want. Now, I got the jelly donuts. I got the chocolate donuts. I got them there raisin donuts. And I got them cinnamon things. Now, which one you want?
Chocolate's fine.
You know, I almost forgot to mention about the donuts. I knew this guy once, worked in the fraud division. He was a cop, I think. Anyway, I asked him, say, you want a donut? He'd take the whole box. The fool eat the whole box. Now, he must have weighed all of 350 pounds. Look like a donut. You laugh because you know him. Big old red head, bad feet, smiled all the time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it sounds like Eddie Dugan.
No, ain't him.
Yeah, we used to call him Chops all the time because his false teeth were so tight he couldn't stop smiling.
Chop! That's him, Chop. Yeah, he's still working on fraud?
Oh, no. He retired a while back.
Tired.
Yeah, last time I heard about him, he was gumshoeing out of some joint down on Main Street.
Main Street?
Hey, where you going?
Get your coffee.
2 sugars.
Low fat.
Dugan? We don't have any right to just walk in here and start searching this place. That's invasion of privacy.
There's nobody here. How can we be invading anybody's privacy? Check the desk.
This desk is like something right out of a Mark Savage book. Look at this. An almost empty bottle of bourbon, a pocket knife, a broken plastic handle, a coffee mug, plastic, old copy of Detective Digest, a stamp with some numbers on it, a green flashlight, cards, an American flag, an enormous safety pin, round wooden box, little roll of dimes.
Excuse me, Caruso.
Playing cards, a rabbit's foot keychain with a rusty key and a fingernail clipper on it, flash bulb.
Meet Chops Dugan. What are you doing?
Calling the police.
No. Bad move. You'll never explain 2 stiffs in one day to Lieutenant Blitz.
I wish you wouldn't call poor Marty a stiff.
Okay, sorry. All right. Trust me on this one. Blitz will slap us into a jail cell so hard we'll bounce for a week. Now let's get out of here.
We can't just leave him there like that. You think we ought to put him back in the closet?
Think you ought to get out of here, buddy. What are you doing?
There's a trail of bloodstains.
Yeah, they're bloodstains. Don't let it bother you. Come on, just step over it, would you? Come on, Lionel.
There's a trail of bloodstains leading from the closet to the next office.
Oh, it's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, connecting doors usually locked. That's why they call them connecting doors. That's why they connect. What are you doing?
I just disconnected it.
Yeah, I noticed. Let's go. Let's take a look.
It's a dark room.
Yes, it is a dark room.
Look, E.L.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Dugan must have been developing those pictures just before he died. They're still in the wash.
Well, let's take a look at them.
Grab those negatives. That way we can have a look at them in the same order in which they were taken. Pictures of a motorcycle gang.
That's not just a motorcycle gang, Lionel. Those are the hellhounds.
Really?
How do you just figure that Dugan gets messed up with an outfit like this?
I don't imagine he did get messed up with them. As you can see, these pictures were taken from a place of concealment.
Yeah, it's a good place to start.
Yeah, I consider this an extremely significant lead. The hellhounds must figure very prominently in whatever it is that's going on.
How do you figure that?
Mr. Dugan shot practically a whole roll of film of them. Only the last 4 shots are of Sylvia.
Sylvia? Sylvia Huckerman?
Yes. She always was photogenic. She could have been an actress or a model. Before she and poor Marty married, she got offers all the time. People would come up to her in restaurants, that sort of thing. She could have graced the cover of any fashion magazine.
Yeah, well, right now she's gracing Dugan's desk right beside the hellhounds. How do you figure that?
I'd say that Mr. Dugan had her under surveillance, something to do with poor Marty.
So, Dugan took these pictures, obviously, the night she came to visit you. But, whose house is this?
A friend. Sylvia's always had a great many friends.
Okay. All right. She leaves here She comes to visit you. She leaves you, she goes back here. Who's she visiting?
We can ask her. Sylvia has a very direct, open personality.
Well, I don't think now is the time to disturb her with something like this. Do you, buddy?
No, of course.
Yeah, I think there was a name on the mailbox. Check it out.
Streeter. It says Streeter.
Streeter?
J. Streeter. Streeter. There's almost an entire page of Streeters in here. There's 3 pages of Streeter, Streeter. We'll never find it in here. It takes a week to check it out. What are you doing? It's not in yours. You don't have his book.
Julian Streeter, 3140 La Ploma Place. Come on.
Wait a minute. That ain't Mr. Dugan's. What did you do? You stole his address book? What were you doing? Trying to plunder his client list? That's like taking pennies from a dead man's eyes. What were you doing?
Where the man is going, he will not need it. You understand? Now, what I need from you is some of that savage logic. Come on.
Savage logic. Okay.
Well?
I'm thinking, E.L. I mean, we have a pretty mixed bag here. I mean, who's Julian Streeter?
Right.
What was Chops Dugan's interest in Sylvia and the Hellhounds?
Right. Chops was an operator. He probably smelled money and dealt himself in.
On what?
Well, the Hellhounds are very big in a dope racket. Maybe Marty was investing their money through the brokerage house.
Marty, come on. Marty wouldn't take dope money.
Anybody who's capable of putting 2 Siamese fighting fish into a water cooler is capable
You didn't know him, E.L. You didn't know how he could make people laugh, how he kept me going when I was so bored I couldn't stand another minute.
All right, buddy. Okay, all right. The money had to come from someplace. All I'm saying is... Cool it, all right? Just cool it. Everybody just... Can I help you, gentlemen?
No, I ought to pop you two just on general principles.
Oh, hey, now let's not get hasty, okay? I mean, we have a lot in common here. I've always loved chopper hogs. Yeah, I think there's nothing more beautiful than 50 bikes, formation, terrorizing the highway. Man, it's beautiful, you know?
The only thing we got in common is our health and welfare fund.
$5. Wait a minute, $5. I think I have $5, okay?
You want to shut him up?
Oh, I like this guy. I like this guy.
Okay, where's our money? That $100 grand that your pal ripped off of Roy and Arnold.
Mr. Hoskins and Mr. Tully?
Yeah. Our former president and treasurer. You see, they were using our funds to pick up a little sugar on the side with that stockbroker friend of yours. We wouldn't have known nothing about it, except he tried to go south on him.
Go south? Marty? Well, if you'd ever had the good fortune to know Marty Huckerman, you know just exactly how absurd that statement is. Marty Huckerman was honorable and trustworthy completely. The last thing in the world he would have done was fool around with your money.
That was the last thing he done. Arnold and Roy told me. And I always believe what a man says just before he takes the big slide. Come on, let's get out of here. Beanie.
Yeah?
You drive the car with them. Make sure they don't do anything real stupid.
Watch the grease, the grease!
Where are you going to take us? My associate and I have no idea where the money is. You have my word on that. So how long have you been interested in motorcycles?
I'll meet you around the back of the building! Okay. Come on, get up! Get up, on! Oh, it's a contact through! Mac wants you in the back. What? He wants you in the back.
Who are you?
That's my first day. Look, I'll take your tray. What table you serve?
Well, I'm on 14.
14? Where's 14, man?
It's over there.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, look, you better get back. He's pretty mad, man.
What, me?
I don't know. Just asking me for it's my birthday. Get off my back. Well, how you folks doing today? Nice day, isn't it? Look, lovely, lovely, just lovely. I'll be right with you. Let's see if I can get this tray down here. How are you, sir? Hello, man. Now, who's got the king crab? Oh, sorry about that.
Nobody had the king crab.
Nobody?
What'd you do? You picked up the wrong order. It's a clam chowder, it's a shrimp Louis, and it's a diet plate.
Hey, man, didn't you read the sign outside that said, all you can eat for $9.98? You're not gonna take advantage of it? Don't you know the people come all the way down from Santa Barbara just to have the special? Come on, just try it. You don't like it, I'll bring you something else, okay?
I don't want to try it. I want what I ordered. You're not even our waiter.
I know. Look like you. Oh, excuse me, man.
Try the king crab.
What's that? That's not what Joe ordered.
Yeah,
Here's
I
the
know.
diet.
You
got the whole thing.
I'm required to warn you, gentlemen, that I'm highly skilled in the martial arts. My hands and feet are considered lethal instruments, and to save yourselves the possibility of severe injury, you must put down that stick and retreat this instant.
Dad! It's cleaner. Come on.
Where have you been?
Around.
Quick, find Sylvia. If she's not home, we'll try Street's house in La Paloma.
Yeah, somebody better talk to Sylvia.
There's Streeter's house. Let's pull up in front. Why are you stopping here? It's in the next corner.
Has everything got to be San Juan Hill with you? Come on.
Come on. Put him on your back there.
That's what I was afraid of. The grease monkeys took you before we did. Hey, that's the guy that Marty was talking to at the brokerage house. His boss. Yeah, just before the Ugly Brothers come and put their arms on Marty.
That explains why Marty couldn't return the bag to Mr. Hoskins. Mr. Tully, Julian Streeter had it. There's your thief, EL. I told you that Marty wouldn't have any pardons.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's going to do Streeter much good either.
I wonder how many lives have been lost or ruined by the contents of that bag. Now I know what they mean by blood money.
Yeah, it spins. Come on.
Arrest that man, officer. My name is Lionel Whitney. I'm the president of Lionel Whitney Investigations. This is my associate, E.L. Turner, and that man is a murderer.
He's got my bag.
Tenspeed and Brown Shoe will continue in a moment.
Lionel, you startled me. I was just looking for a match.
You don't smoke.
To say match, I was looking for a pencil. I needed to write you a note.
What were you going to say in the note, Sylvia? Were you going to say that you were sorry?
What are you talking about, Lionel? What are you doing?
I was always crazy about you. I'll bet you didn't know that. I didn't let it show. You were Marty's wife. I was his best friend, and I felt so guilty, but I couldn't help it. Lieutenant Blitz, please. Would you leave a message for him, then? This is Lionel Whitney, and I have something that he's been looking for in the Huckerman case. Tell him that he was right about those statistics. Statistics, he'll know what I mean. He teaches classes on it every Thursday at the academy. I'll be waiting for him in my office.
Why are you looking at me like that, Lionel?
I'm wondering how long a sentence they'll give you. With a good lawyer and some breaks, you might be out of prison in a couple of years.
Don't, Lionel. Don't even joke about a thing like that.
You set Marty up for the big one. When did it start? When his father went bankrupt and Marty's fortune dried up and blew away? Is that when you started to look around for someone with better prospects? You didn't have to look any farther than Marty's boss, Julian Streeter. Oh, you're good, Sylvia. Real good. It's mainly your eyes, I think, and that little throb you get in your voice when you sound frightened.
You're making a terrible mistake, Lionel.
If you found out about Mr. Hoskins and Mr. Tully in the Gladstone bag and you told Julian Streeter, the two of you hired Chops Dugan to check things out so that you know when it was safe to make a move on the security.
I've never even seen Chops Dugan in my life.
Ah, but he saw you. And when you and your boyfriend hit the jackpot, Mr. Dugan figured he'd stick around and pick up the nickels.
No, you're making it sound so ugly. It wasn't like that. I wanted to... Lionel, please. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have it all, the money. Me, please.
It's no good, Sylvia. The police are on the way.
Please don't, Lionel. Please.
Good evening, officer. We'll be taking Mrs. Huckerman to Lieutenant Blitz.
Yes, sir.
May as well take this Gladstone bag while you're at it. That's your motive.
Goodbye, Lionel. Please don't. Lionel, please
Come on,
don't.
just relax.
Please help me.
I didn't know they were sending in a backup unit.
They're not. Different case. Accident report.
Come on. Come on. It's all right.
Now, can we get your side of the story, Mr. Whitney?
Hey, what do you think of a uniform? I scammed at the police station while they were booking the Hellhounds.
What's going on, buddy?
I had to turn her in, El.
You had to turn in the security money, too? I couldn't trust you to hold on to the bag?
Never belonged to us.
It belonged to whoever held on to that bag, man.
I know that you're disappointed, but I had to do what I thought was right. Besides, the possibility of making any money out of this case really never occurred to me anyway. Marty Huckerman was my friend. They killed him, and Sylvia let it happen.
Yeah, no. At least I got my suit back from Vickers.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do, turning her in.
You know what I did, man? Hey, buddy, listen to this. I go down there and I tell them that I'm from the DA's office and that we're going to prosecute this person, E.L. Turner, but we need the suit as evidence. And you know that they fell kind of the kid.
I thought she was kind and gentle and loyal. And I loved her, El.
Hey, Lionel. You'll always have Paris, kid.
Next on Tenspeed and Brown Shoe.
With Security Exchange International Strike Force agents.
Boy, there's something from out of nowhere. Fact, Norman Marshall is missing.
They're the cops. Get their attention.
Fact, Harry Vernon is missing.
You really got their attention.
Fact, Amelia Earhart is missing.
He's a police sergeant?
Homicide. 6 years.
I do bookkeeping.
Private eyes have to watch out for these romantic moments.
As you are.